Imagine finding a simple dollar coin in your drawer, worn but shiny, and then discovering it could be worth thousands, maybe even millions someday. Sounds unreal, right? But that's exactly the story behind some of America's most overlooked coins. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible Imagina world of the 1979 United States $1 CI Imaginoan, featuring none other than Lady Liberty and a revolutionary twist in history. If you think it's just pocket change, think again. Stay with us till the end to discover the surprising truth behind this coin's true value and how you might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Let's begin with what this coin really is. Officially, this is the 1979 Susan B. Anthony $1 coin, the very first U.S. coin to feature a real historical woman instead of the symbolic liberty. But here's a twist. Many people still refer to it as the Liberty $1 due to the bold Liberty inscription on top and its iconic American eagle on the reverse. Minted in 1979, this coin was designed as a smaller and more practical dollar to replace the large Eisenhower dollars. With a diameter of 26.5 mm, made from copper nickel clad and carrying a distinctive 11-sided inner rim, this was a coin built to be different. Now, what makes this coin really special isn't just its design, but its story, rarity, errors, and its misunderstood place in U.S. currency history. To understand the 1979 $1 coin, we need to talk about Susan B. Anthony, the pioneering women's rights activist who fought for women's suffrage and became the first woman to appear on a U.S. circulating coin. When the U.S. Mint launched this coin, they hoped it would change how Americans used money. Smaller than previous dollar coins and intended for mass use in vending machines, public transport, and daily life, this coin had high hopes. But the public didn't respond. Well, people confused it with quarters, leading to frustration and low circulation. By 1981, the coin was pulled from production for general use, only to be revived briefly in 1999. That short window is exactly why some 1979 coins are now incredibly rare and valuable. What makes this coin valuable? Farsam 4, Scarce. Let's get into the juicy part. What makes a 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar worth thousands, or even millions in some cases? It all boils down to a clean, circulated coin in near-mint state can still be valuable. Collectors pay hundreds to thousands for high-grade examples. Mint marks. 1979 coins were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and Sam. Francisco, S. The proof coins from San Francisco are especially collectible. Rare varieties. Here's where it gets spicy. The 1979 S Type 2 proof dollar is one of the most sought-after varieties. The S mint mark on these coins is clear and well-defined, unlike the fuzzy Type 1. These Type 2 coins can fetch $2,500 to $4,000 or more in top-grade condition. Some coins were misstruck or had doubling in the lettering, which makes them incredibly rare. These error coins can push values beyond $10,000, depending on the error type. Collectors' craze. Some pristine coins, especially from special mint sets or with historical documentation, have reached auction prices nearing six figures. And remember, it's not impossible. A single overlooked coin in the right condition can explode in value overnight, especially as collectors and investors search for hidden gems. Market demand and million-dollar stories. While most circulated 1979 dollars are worth about $1.25 to $2.5, clean circulated coins with strong luster and minimal scratches can fetch $10 to $50. But the real jackpot? Graded coins. A 1979 S-Type 2 proof in PR70D cam, that's perfect condition, has sold for over $15,000. Add in unique provenance, rare packaging, or an error, and you're easily looking at six-figure territory. In fact, some private collectors have listed rare error 1979 S dollars for $250,000 to $1 million. betting on the future rise of numismatic demand. Let that sink in. A coin that originally cost $1 now rivaling luxury cars or houses in value. How to identify a valuable 1979 dollar. 8 my 9. Here's how to know if your coin is the hidden treasure. Look for a mint mark under the year. S is for San Francisco, D is for Denver, blank is for Philly. Use a magnifier to inspect the mint mark. A sharp, clean S means type 2, which is rare. Check for any doubling in Liberty or In God We Trust. Grade the coin. If it's in uncirculated or proof condition, consider getting it graded by PCGS or NGC. A graded coin gets much more attention and higher value at auction. Don't clean it. Cleaning can damage the coin and drop its value instantly. If your 1979 dollar has a wide rim, also known as the near-date variety, it could be a valuable Philadelphia Mint version. These sell for $100 to $500 depending on condition. So, the next time you come across an old dollar coin, take a closer look. That simple piece of metal could be a symbol of American history, a tribute to civil rights, and most importantly, a potential treasure worth thousands or even millions. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar is more than just a coin. It's a moment in time, a message of progress, and for the sharp-eyed collector, a ticket to fortune. Comment below if you have a 1979 dollar coin and tell us what mint mark it carries. Like this video if you learned something new, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change right now.
The 1979 United States $1 coin, a piece that boldly features the word liberty, the proud United States of America, and a story that intertwines innovation, controversy, and history. Grab your magnifying glass, coin lovers. Today, we journey through time to explore the legacy of the Susan B. Anthony dollar, a new era in American coinage. The year was 1979, a time of transition for the United States. Gas lines, inflation, and change marked the American experience. But in the world of coinage, something revolutionary was happening. The U.S. Mint introduced its first small-sized dollar coin, designed to replace the larger Eisenhower dollar. For decades, Americans carried paper bills and large silver dollars, big, heavy, and expensive to produce. But change was coming, quite literally. Photos of 1970s America. Gas lines and Eisenhower dollars side by side with Susan B. Anthony dollars. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was meant to be practical, smaller, lighter, and easier to use in everyday life. It was also the first time a real woman, a civil rights leader, graced US currency. Not a goddess, not a mythical figure. A woman of action. Susan B. Anthony. The design and symbolism. So what exactly do you see when you hold this coin in your hand? Obverse front. A powerful portrait of Susan B. Anthony. Sculpted by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. Above her. The bold word, liberty, a declaration of the nation's foundational ideal. To the right. The year 1979, the coin's birth year. Below. The mint mark, a small letter like D, P, or S, showing where the coin was struck. The phrase, "In God We Trust," sits on the left. Continuing the religious tradition on US coinage. Reverse. Back. A stunning rendition of an eagle landing on the moon. Inspired by the Apollo 11 mission. This imagery was borrowed from the Eisenhower dollar, symbolizing American achievement in space. Above the eagle, United States of America, and the powerful E pluribus unum, out of many, one. At the bottom, the denomination, $1. From the lunar landing to liberty and equal rights. This coin carried some of America's most powerful symbols, all in a small copper-nickel package. Susan B. Anthony, the woman behind the coin. Let's take a moment to honor the woman whose face graces this historic coin. Susan B. Anthony was born in 1820 and became a titan in the battle for women's suffrage. A bold, articulate reformer, she spent decades fighting for voting rights, abolition of slavery, and equal treatment of women under the law. Archival footage and photos of Susan B. Anthony speaking, protesting, and voting illegally. In 1872, she was famously arrested for casting a vote in the presidential election, at a time when women weren't allowed to vote. Her trial and subsequent fine of $100, which she never paid, became a national symbol of resistance. In 1979, over 70 years after her death, her legacy was immortalized on the US dollar, the first time a woman, other than a mythical or symbolic figure, appeared on a circulating American coin. Minting and circulation. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, PA, Denver, the San Francisco, SE, where proof coins were produced. In 1979, over 757 million coins were minted. That's a huge number, but here's the twist. It never really caught on. Americans mistook the coin for a quarter because of its similar size, color, and edge. It was barely used in everyday commerce, despite the government's push. News clips from the late 70s. People complaining about the coin. Instead of replacing the paper dollar, the Susan B. Anthony coin was quickly pulled back. The production stopped after 1981, briefly revived in 1999, and then replaced altogether by the golden-colored Sacagawea dollar in 2000. Collectability and variance, while it didn't find love in people's pockets. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar did find a home in coin collections. Collectors began noticing subtle differences, especially in the 1979 P wide rim or near-date variety. In this version, the rim was thicker and the date appeared closer to the edge, a rare and valuable mistake. Types of 1979 SBA dollars. 1979 P narrow rim common 1979p. Wide rim near date scarce and valuable 1979D. Denver Mint 1979S proof. Type 1 and Type 2 San Francisco Mint Type 2 proofs, which have a clearer S mint mark, are highly sought after and command premium prices. Side-by side comparison of wide and narrow rim. Type 1 versus Type 2 proof coins. Depending on the condition and variant. These coins can fetch anywhere from $1.50 to hundreds of dollars in pristine proof or rare error condition. Historical context. America in 1979 *. The story of any coin is also the story of its time. 1979 was a tumultuous year in the US and around the world. Iranian Revolution and the beginning of the hostage crisis. 3 Mile Island nuclear accident in Pennsylvania. Margaret Thatcher became the UK's first female Prime Minister. The economy was rocked by high inflation, rising oil prices, and unrest. Against this backdrop, the US introduced a coin honoring a female reformer. Issued in the same year, a woman rose to power across the Atlantic. It was a moment of change, both symbolically and socially. Impact and legacy. So, what is the legacy of the 1979 $1 coin? It was the first coin to break tradition by showing a real woman. It aimed to modernize American currency. introducing a smaller, efficient coin. It inspired future designs, including the Sacagawea and Presidential Dollar series. It highlighted the struggles of acceptance in coin innovation, a reminder that good ideas sometimes take time. Timeline from Susan B. Anthony to Sacagawea to modern innovation in U.S. coins. And while it may not have succeeded in replacing the dollar bill, it succeeded in something even more meaningful, starting conversations about equality, reform, and representation. How to spot and value your coin. Today, got a $1,979 coin in your change jar. Here's how to know what it's worth. Check the mintmark, *P, Philadelphia D, Denver S, San Francisco, proof only. Look at the rim and date. Is it a near date or wide rim? You might have a rarity. Check the condition, coins in MS65 or higher are worth more. Proof coins in original mint packaging, even better. Errors and varieties, like off-center strikes or double dies. Jackpot. Current values, as of 2025, common 1979p or D. $1.25 to $5 in circulated condition. 1979p, wide rim, up to $100, plus *1979s proof type 2, $50 to $200 plus remember, the cleaner the condition, the higher the value. Coins are more than money. They are art, history, and ideals in metal. The 1979 $1 coin reflects a country striving to modernize while honoring its past. It pays tribute to a pioneer for women's rights, an era of American innovation and change, the ongoing journey toward liberty and equality, even if it never achieved widespread use. The Susan B. Anthony dollar opened doors, both in coin design and cultural thinking, and today, it remains a beloved piece of U.S. numismatic history. Slow zoom on coin spinning on reflective surface, so next time you find a $1,979 coin, take a moment. Look closely at its edges, its portrait, its message. You're holding more than a dollar, you're holding a chapter of America's story, bold, controversial, and unforgettable.
In the late 1970s, the United States Mint faced a challenge. The Eisenhower dollar, introduced in 1971, was large, heavy, and unpopular in everyday circulation. People simply didn't use it. In response, the US Mint decided to experiment with a smaller, lighter $1 coin. The goal was practicality, a coin that could fit easily into vending machines, cash registers, and people's pockets. Thus, the Susan B. Anthony dollar was born. But more than just a new coin, the 1979 release was revolutionary. It marked the first time a real woman appeared on US currency. Susan B. Anthony, the face of change. Portraits of Susan B. Anthony, suffragette movement scenes. The coin features a bust of Susan B. Anthony, a leading figure in the women's suffrage movement. She spent her life fighting for women's right to vote, education reform, and civil rights. By placing her image on the dollar coin, the US made a statement. It was time to honor those who had shaped the nation's values of liberty and equality. But look closer, and you'll notice the words liberty and in God we trust engraved proudly beside her. These inscriptions aren't just filler, they represent American ideals. Liberty of America, in this context, connects the symbol of Anthony to the broader narrative of freedom in the United States, design and symbolism. Close-up animation of the obverse and reverse sides of the coin. Let's break down the design. Obverse. Front. A right-facing portrait of Susan B. Anthony, designed by Frank Gasparo. The word liberty curves across the top. The motto, "In God We Trust," sits to the right. Below her bust is the mint year, 1979. 13 stars encircle the portrait, symbolizing the original 13 colonies. Reverse, back, a bald eagle landing on the moon, grasping an olive branch, a variation on the Apollo 11 insignia. This symbolizes peace, space exploration, and American innovation. The legend, United States of America and $1 are inscribed. Surrounding the eagle are more stars and the Latin motto, "A pluribus unum," meaning out of many, one. The result is a coin that blends patriotism, history, and progressive ideals, all in a compact, dollar-sized disc. Mintage and mint marks. Stamping process in the US Mint, different mint mark locations. The 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar was minted in large quantities at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark or a P; Denver, D; San Francisco, S. Here are the approximate mintage numbers for each. Philadelphia, 360 million coins; Denver, 288 million coins; San Francisco, circulation strike, 110 million coins. There were also proof coins struck at San Francisco for collectors. The coin was produced only for circulation in 1979, 1980, 1981, and briefly again in 1999. But the 1979 series holds a special place as the first issue. Side-by-side comparison of 1979 Type 1 and Type 2 coins. If you're a collector, you know that even tiny details matter. And with the 1979 dollar, some varieties are especially valuable. Here are the most notable varieties. 1979 S, Type 1 versus Type 2, proofs only. Type 1 has a blurry, filled S mint mark. Type 2 has a sharper, clearer S mint mark and is much scarcer. The Type 2 proof can fetch over $5,100 or more depending on grade. Wide rim, near date variety, 1979p. A wide rim or near date coin shows the date positioned closer to the rim. This variety is significantly scarcer than the narrow rim version. A clean circulated wide rim 1979p dollar can be worth $10 to $30 or more, depending on its condition. Off-center strikes or plancher errors. Some error coins were struck off-center or have die breaks. Depending on rarity and eye appeal, these errors can command values ranging from $50 to several $100s. Always inspect your coins closely. Sometimes the smallest minting quirks lead to the biggest surprises. Circulated condition. What's it worth? Grading scale chart and examples of clean circulated coins. So, what if you've got a clean circulated 1979 dollar coin? What can you expect in terms of value? In most cases, regular 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollars in circulated condition are worth face value, $1. However, a clean circulated coin, meaning minimal wear, clear details, no damage, might fetch $1.25 to $3 from collectors seeking near AU. About uncirculated examples. But if you have a wide rim, 1979 PA Type 2, 1979 S proof, a notable error coin, then your coin could be worth much more. Here's a quick breakdown. Coin type value, clean circulated, 1979p narrow rim, $1, 1.25, 1979p wide rim, $10, 30 PLA 1979 D, $1, 1.25, 1979 S business strike, $1, 2.4, 1979 S Type 2 proof, $50, 100 plus off-center bunch error coins, $50, 500 plus coin collectors examining coins. Newspaper headlines from 1979. Despite its noble design and historical significance, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar wasn't a commercial success. Why? because it looked too much like a quarter. Its size and color led to widespread confusion in stores, vending machines, and daily transactions. Americans simply didn't embrace it. As a result, millions of these coins were stockpiled or left unused, and the US Mint halted production after 1981, only bringing it back briefly in 1999. Still, the 1979 dollar left behind a powerful legacy. It paved the way for future small-sized dollars like the Sacagawea dollar and presidential dollar series. It highlighted a female icon on US currency, something that hadn't been done before. And it remains a symbol of liberty, equality, and progress. Collector's magnifying glass, coin albums, graded coin slabs. If you want to start or enhance your collection with a 1979 dollar, here's what to keep in mind. Condition matters. Clean, circulated coins are fine, but uncirculated or proof coins hold much more value. Check the rim. Look for the wide rim 1979p, which is a sought-after variety. Know your mint marks. Understand the differences between P, D, and S. Authentication and grading. For coins believed to be valuable, consider getting them professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. Keep an eye out for errors. Die cracks, misalignments, and off-centers can turn an ordinary coin into a treasure. And most of all, enjoy the journey of coin collecting. Why this coin still matters. Montage of Susan B. Anthony moon landing and the US Mint. The 1979 $1 coin may not have dominated circulation, but it made history. It broke barriers. It told a story of American values, liberty, innovation, and equality. Whether you have one in your change jar or are actively seeking rare varieties, the Susan B. Anthony dollar remains a must-have for any collection. And, who knows, that shiny coin in your drawer might just be a hidden gem. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1979 Liberty of America dollar coin, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more numismatic stories and treasure hunts.